Hello and welcome to another Shooter's Commentary. This is Michael from Visual Masterpiece, and today we are bringing you Vivian and Chao's wedding day in San Francisco. The city footage was shot a day before the event while we were sightseeing with the monopod and the Cyclops from Cinovate. We've added some behind the scenes footage to help you picture how we work. Because this was a more casual destination event, we brought only the necessary items and dressed comfortably. Specifically for me, I needed to bring the Glidecam 2000 and the Atlas 30. And minimalized my lens selections to the Zeiss 35, Canon 24-105, and the 15mm fisheye. For Rebecca, she had to have the Cyclops and a monopod to companion her shooting style with the 5D. Her lens selections were limited to the Canon 50mm and the 70-200 IS lens. In the film, we wanted to give the appearance of separate preparation locations for the couple, but in actuality they were getting ready in the same room. In the car scene, I shot only Chao driving to affirm this idea for the audience. However, Rebecca and Vivian were also in the car with us. I used the Cyclops as a support while shooting handheld during that scene. A few scenes back, Rebecca configured the Atlas 30 to operate on the edge of a couch while shooting out the window. I really like that scene as it shows off the flexibility of using the Atlas 30. From here on, the day became unexpectedly fast-paced. We rushed to City Hall and then waited to be seen for the marriage ceremony. Unfortunately, most of this time was spent in a fluorescent lit room just outside the clerk's office. You know when you go to the post office and you get there and it's busy, you have to take a number and sit and wait to be seen? Well, it was exactly like that. Except for getting your mail delivered, we had a wedding ceremony. The next and I think last behind the scenes shot is of me following the couple with my Glidecam to the top of the steps for the wedding ceremony. As soon as they hit the landing, the ceremony started immediately. There was no time to prepare camera positioning or write out a plan of action. It was just go, go, go. I had a wireless mic on the groom already prepared, but the Zoom H4n was turned off, and I was absolutely beside myself as I waited for it to turn on while the ceremony began. After the ceremony, we had envisioned spending a fair amount of time getting shots around City Hall. However, the bride and groom wanted to rush off to the reception as soon as possible. I reversed this shot in post and intentionally flew against the wall for dynamic foreground. As you can see, we did get a few shots, but we felt pressed for time in the process. Here we had them cross the street twice, once for the Glidecam shot, and again for Rebecca's monopod shot. We really try to limit the amount of interaction with the bride and groom to keep the day flowing organically, but sometimes it is absolutely necessary to stage the shot. At this point, I was quite stumped in editing as I wanted to literally skip past the reception altogether, as I felt it just didn't go with the mood of the edit. Finally, I decided to use the footage as a bridge to get to the Golden Gate shots, no pun intended, and found that using the quick beats of the song worked out really well. I love the shots we got here. The air was icy cold, and while Rebecca and I had thick warm sweaters on, the bride was freezing. As such, we spent only about 15 minutes at this location, just enough time for an awesome time-lapse shot of the darkening sky over San Francisco's iconic bridge. For the time-lapse, I set the speed to 10,000% and used Magic Bullet at the end to aid the darkening effect of the sky. At this point, we moved locations one last time to get our final shots of the night. The wind died down and the cold was much more bearable. By the end of our shoot, we had one good battery left and decided to finish off the night together enjoying Ghirardelli hot chocolate. Even though we were technically not shooting, I couldn't resist capturing this moment and adding it to the film. The song itself actually holds a fair amount of meaning in regards to the backstory of the couple, and I love how it shows them marching on out of frame. This is Michael from Visual Masterpiece, and thanks again for watching our Shooter's Commentary.